Yo yo yo, welcome everybody to TCR Turning Computer Racing Season 7 Round 11. And
Hello. Looks like something
sorry about that,
has to do with
technical
Yep.
difficulties there. Yo yo yo, let's try this again. Totally not live right now. Yo yo, welcome to TCR Turning Computer Racing Season 7 Round number 11, Golden Class for the France Grand Prix. I am C-Freeze22 alongside Mr. W. How are you?
I'm good as always. How about you?
Doing great. I'm looking forward for tonight's race as Giggles on pole, Phil and Darkest. How is everyone in the chat? Make sure you give us some love down in the comments and make sure you do all the jazz, subscribe, like, hit the bell, all that jazz. How we all doing in the chat? Mitch, what up? We got Case in the chat. We got Theft, who should be racing, not watching. Speaking of Theft, he switched to Mr. Clues. So we got Mr. Blues Clues in the Force India. So that's good. Giggle, Fatal, Darkest. Who do you have for today? Do you think Giggle will succeed in this ultra soft strategy? Do you think someone else want another set of strategy? How do you see it going for today? It looks like Sauber Toro Rosso Classic, and we just throw Jones in the middle. So, who's your pick?
Okay, Job's just gonna split in. Oh, I don't know. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Let's go for the Toro Rossos.
Oh, all right.
Fatal or Darkest. Speaking of Darkest, Darkest really wants to get the win tonight.
I wonder why.
It's his birthday.
Happy birthday, Darkest. And not only that, but me and him made a little bit of a bet, as you probably all know if you watch the podcast. And if he wins today, I will, alongside W, will sing the happy birthday to Darkest on stream today. So hopefully he does good, but maybe not too good. So I'll put him second in my prediction. But
You just gonna
regardless,
let me sing alone? Oh my
yeah,
god.
yeah. I mean, I might jump in. We'll see how it goes. If I'm impressed, then maybe I will jump in. But yes, happy birthday to my boy D Crime. So he's up there in third. But also yesterday was Sheeny Boy from the Platinum Class's birthday. So happy birthday to him. A little shout out there. And you'll see him tomorrow, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. It's shameless plug. So yeah, that's that. Let's see here. XP Airborne, Norton haven't set a lap yet. Let's see. We're missing. Oh, Airborne goes second. Oh, Coleman.
Ooh.
Goes second. Clues. Mr. Blues Clues moves up to fourth.
Oh my goodness.
Toro Rosso's going to have to work here if they want to get back to where they want to be, which they were second and third, now fifth and sixth. Darkest.
Those tracks, yeah. Those tracks are ready for those super softs. As Lopez also got the pole, amazing.
Oh, Lopez.
129.
Man, Lopez on pole, you're right. And in the 29s, too, on the super soft. That's a great time.
That's a tremendous time. I'm speechless.
That's fine, I'll talk for you. And last week, whoever did watch the whole thing, I thank you for that. I was a little sick, so and we had a little technical difficulties with the lobby, so thanks for getting through that. I'm a little sick still, trying to get over it, so it should be a lot better though for today. So hopefully that's good news, I guess. I don't know, but yeah. Let's see, Darkest is on a lap.
Oh, Airborne got P3 from the line.
Yep, P3. Oh, now Mr. Clues moves up to third. Now Fatal moves to third. Let's see what Darkest. He's coming.
Darkest.
Last corner for my boy, D-Crime, the birthday boy. And he's
what?
out of fuel.
He is? No!
He might be out of fuel, or he might have just messed his qualifying up. Down to P9. Okay. He's in ninth.
That's awkward.
Yeah. I actually feel bad.
Yeah.
Because I will say, he has been putting, not even practice, he's been putting boatloads of practice in, and
he's literally grinding.
yeah. I mean, I think he was practicing like 1 in the morning yesterday. I'm like, he's asking if anyone's down for practice. Yeah, no, he's the only one. But
oh well.
Lopez has the pole, so good for him. He has it by a good portion as well, so we'll see if he will go for his first win. Obviously, everyone here but Darkest and Jones has... so Darkest and Jones are the only ones who won. Everyone else is going for their first win, so it's a lot of excitement, a lot of new faces, you know. So I'm actually excited. It's really up to anybody at this point. You can make a bet for probably anybody's case, and you can there's a good chance, you know, they have a shot at it. So
have a shot getting the W.
oh yeah. Speaking of W, how about let's remind everyone about the point situation as we get loaded up here.
Yes sir. As of now, race number 11, Mitch still leads with 125.
Who?
And Jones.
Is he still?
Mitch. Yeah, he is.
Nah. That
All
guy
right.
who came into the golden class and won 5 straight, then got bumped up. Huh? Who? Go ahead. Sorry.
Jonesy close by 122 points. Fatal number 3 has 105 points. His teammate Darkest 95 points. You have a Giggle 88 points. And we have a car missing for some reason. Where's Giggle?
I'm not too sure.
Have you seen Giggle?
Oh no, he's playing
my
hide and seek, I guess. I don't see him.
Oh, okay. Speaking of Giggle, Sauber still leads. He had 213 points. Toro also just behind, 197, pardon. And Ferrari, 148. As I just see a notice that Giggle just joined.
Yep, so we found him, so he's back in. Should be back in for the start of the race. If he gets back into his car, he should be okay for him.
I think he's stuck in the pits, I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, I don't think he'll be able to do this formation lap, but he should get back into his car. His tires will be cold, but at least he starts it. Hopefully, I don't know, fingers crossed.
Starting
and
the
then,
paint lane? Oh, I don't know if that's a feature, but anyhow. And that's
right,
Ferrari,
so,
148 points.
So who's leading? Sauber, followed by Torosso?
Lopez actually leads. With Jovan Giggle still, I'm not quite sure if he's in the race. Fatal P number 3. Oh, sorry, you mean the constructor?
Yeah, I'm meaning the constructors,
Oh,
but
yes.
that's
Yeah,
fine.
Sauber and Torosso.
We're all good. We're all good here. It's Sauber then Torosso.
Yeah, and Ferrari.
Yeah. All right. So it's all those drivers are here. All the Saubers. Well, I spoke too soon. Giggle is now out. So I don't know if he'll be able to jump back in. But if you're watching now, put your I want to see predictions because this is the time to make it. I'm gonna go for Fatal, but you guys have to put them in now, or you won't. You know, it's too late. You'll be cheating at that point. So looks like Giggle might have joined back, but regardless, we have on board Lopez for pole position here at France. 5 lights.
Jones got a drive-through penalty for jumping the start. That's not quite a good.
No, that's not. It's going to hurt his championship hopes as Fatal goes pretty good. Everyone's going wide off the track. You gotta be careful coming back on. Coming through the lineup, we have Fatal, Norton, Clues, 3 wide into whatever corner this is. Wings flying, debris is floating, and still 3 wide through these corners here on the opening laps, as you don't want to get into trouble. Dre followed by Motor. Jonesy, like you said, had that jump start. Going through all nice. Darkest and Dre going side by side in the chicane. Dre moving on up.
I just saw Jonesy just jump around Coleman right there. I'm not quite sure.
Coleman on
the
Motor.
mic again, boys. Motor safety,
Motor, yeah, he's got some damage, I believe.
Dre running wide.
Yep.
Darkest got another position.
Birthday Boy gets him back. He's up in 5th. There's a lot of contact early on. I don't. Oh, yeah. Jones is hopscotching back here. I don't know what's wrong with him. I think it's just a little bit of lag. But opening lap. Let me get you guys the tires real quick. See what strategies everybody is on. As Jones goes into the pits to serve his penalty, which is going to hurt him, and he's going to be kicking himself after this one.
So as of now, there's no one running Ultra Softs, as Motor City just switched its tires because of the wing repairs. Everyone effectively going for the long run here.
Yep, and we do have Darkest on that soft tire as well as Kitten Petter, but Darkest is the farthest up on the soft. That was his strategy going through today. He wants the quicker tire towards the end on the lower fuel but looks like Dre is gonna go for a move here. You gotta watch. Tightens up. Gets a little pushed off wide is Dre. This is gonna let Coleman to get back into the battle.
Right-hander Dre.
Oh, hold it. And oh, Dre's out. Oh, not fully.
Out, but not really. Only that one you can say that.
Oh, Coleman disconnects. Oh, or maybe not. I don't know what's going on. The first couple laps are quite hectic, but we still have Lopez up in front of, with about a 1.5 second lead. Fatal followed by Norton in the DRS is now activated. So we're gonna see who's got the pace advantage. As Mr. Clues is having a good race today. He's up in 4th. So really anybody's chance right now. As we're on lap 3 of 27. Breezy's predictions, Lopez, Fatal, Kitten, called it on the podcast. So you're just missing one other person on the podium, which is Kitten down in 7th. So that's not a half bad
now
prediction.
Coleman's right behind of Darkest, has a DRS. Pulls out, goes to the east side. He still has the softer tires.
Yeah.
Still has more grip. Now let's see if he can nail the traction, and yes, he can, pulling out.
Coming up P5s, yeah, the softer tire is going to be crucial right now. The race will come back to Darkest, hopefully later on in the race. So he's just going to have to sit tight, and he's going to have to be doing some overtaking later on in the race to get back up towards the front, as we still have a little bit of a train from after Fatal, then Norton and Theft.
Mr. Clueless right now. Changing name, changing pace. Mr. Clueless.
I like
for
it.
Podium. Maybe I should change my name.
A new man, you know. You
Yeah,
just
you.
switch the name, a nice new shave, and it's a whole new man. Mr. Clues is formerly known as Theft Clues, is in fourth. So he's having a good race, although I don't want to say too much because I do seem to commentators curse him, so I am going to shut up and just kind of put him on the back burner for a little bit, and hopefully he has a good race, but he's looking good now. A lot of people within DRS range. You got Darkest on Coleman, Kitten on Darkest, Airborne on Kitten, Ultimate just outside, XP closing in on Ultimate into the chicane. Gets that done. Lead Ferrari right now after Jonesy's problem at the start. Darkest goes wide on those socks. Yeah. Just caught that too. He's got to get his head down. It's lap 4. You still have a long way to go, but he's got to put his head down and just keep going. The race will hopefully come back to him as the guys on the Super Soft will have to pit sooner and basically get out of his way, and he'll just have Kitten to worry about.
The optimum lap should be lap 12 for Super Soft, so probably around lap 9 or 10 we can see Darkest or Kitten pushing.
Oh, Kitten locks up. Airborne's gonna get maybe the switch. He looks for it. Beautiful moves here by Airborne. And he gets it. That's actually a really nice move. But he might have done a little too early as Kitten now has the DRS.
As the DRS. Awfully close. Darkest got a position. Coleman trying to switch back.
We're getting
now
a little.
Kitten also got the position.
We're getting a 2-for-1 special here. Airborne comes on back.
XP closing into Kitten and Airborne battle. He might want to join the party. Hey guys, don't left me out.
They didn't invite him. He's inviting himself. His XP. He's banging on those doors. Looking good. That's some good battling. Kind of all at once too.
Yeah.
Which is
we need more cameras again.
Yeah. Yeah, the TCR truck outside, can only handle so much as Coleman closing. He's gonna think better of it.
Coleman's think better. He knows he can overtake in the Mistral straight.
Oh, what happened to Fatal? Fatal went for a spin.
It should be tricky. Is it contact or he just spun by himself?
I think he spun by himself because I think Norton and Fatal were separated by a little bit. It could be tire temp issues. I do know that is a problem here, quite common one at that. So if you haven't, if you don't know exactly what the setup does, that could catch you out. That's my only guess is maybe the tire temp issue for Fatal. But I don't think there was contact. But I guess we'll find out. As that leaves Norton in P2, only 3.8 back from Lopez, and new man Mr. Clues in third here. In pretty good positions. Oh, Clues comes in, but he speeds.
6 laps, that's quicker than we thought.
Oh yeah, he's gonna have to go 20 laps, although is he going to 2-stop?
He might actually. He
This
might.
is interesting. He might be
He
going to
might
super soft and ultra soft at the end.
or soft and ultra soft. Not sure.
Could be.
Although ultra soft only lasts for like 4 laps maximum, so I'm not. I don't think that's a good strategy at the end. But prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. As the pit stop sequence put Darkus in P3 is in contention for a birthday song.
Oh yeah, Coleman and Airborne. P4, Airborne I think went for the overtake. Now Coleman's coming back. Gotta watch out, this is a tricky flat out corner. Especially too wide. Looks like
You can
it's
too
good.
wide. You can too wide.
Only if
But
you're
at
good
least you gotta
enough.
only have enough respect with the other driver.
Oh yeah.
It is possible. Doable.
Clues came out of the pits. He's right behind Jones. He's going for the move. Although it looked like a little lag there. I don't know what happened.
Oh, huge lockup by Ultimate Gamers. Oh, there's a train from P6 to P8.
Oh yeah. And separating from XP to the other Williams is Airborne and Coleman. And they're not too far off the podium positions. And it's still anybody's game now.
The
Clues.
Platinum commentators fighting for P6. Facing each other during the on Wednesday, commentating on Thursday. Now Seafreeze logically, those super softs are already burned out a bit, whereas the softs gonna be in its prime. So we assume that Dark is gonna close into Norton, as we can see with Kitten closing in to XP. So
I will just point out as Clues and Jones are having a good battle. Clues is trying to get past Jones, but he pitted. He wants to get past Jones and beyond and get on with his race, and Jones is not making it easy for him, as this is gonna hurt Clues, as you know how tight they were earlier on in the race. This is only gonna set him back. So when the others pit, that's something to keep an eye on, as Kitten is overtaking XP here. We're trying to. Moves on up. The Cat in 6th.
Look at the traction by Kitten.
I will say, after 9 laps, Lopez is looking in chip shop shape. He's 3.6 seconds above Norton. So XP and yeah, Kitten going back at it.
No love lost, if there is love to begin with.
Just gonna let Fatal back in the mix. Watch out, Toro Rose coming through. You know Fatal has the speed. He's got the pace. He made a little mistake early on. He's just trying to get back to where he once was. Oh, XP!
It is indeed a tricky traction.
He's making a new track layout.
Yes, it is
went
possible.
for yeah, with I think there's 150 something combinations. So I think you guessed wrong on that one, XP. But nonetheless, I think he might be coming in. Nope, he's out. But his tire temps are going to be really hot. Ultimate close to fatal here.
Coleman also just 0.6 behind Airborne. Should be closing in with DRS, but not quite enough.
Got the DRS ultimate. Coleman came close, shifting positions here. It's Coleman and Airborne, they've been going at it. Coleman wants that first podium. I think Airborne wants his first podium, as I don't think he has one either, so
Let's get a quick look. Yes, he has not. The best position that he has right as of now is P4, which is where he currently is. So yes, if it's, I think you're right, both Airborne and Coleman is looking for their first podium. Lopez goes into the pits. Lap 10. He's trying to get that undercut. Trying to cover against Norton.
Coleman looking close to Airborne. He's gonna wait. He's gonna wait for it.
You have the Mistral straight, Coleman. You have the Mistral straight.
Lopez comes out right in front of Dre. Let's see if Dre puts up a fight for Lopez or if Lopez can pull away here.
Coleman gets the job done for the braking zone. Don't look up, don't look up. Don't screw up the traction now, Coleman. And yes. And we shall see next lap whether Airborne's gonna pass Coleman again.
Oh yeah. Oh, we got plenty of laps for them to be switching up left and right. They'll be going at it all race long as Coleman wants that podium that he deserves. He really does. Airborne wants that podium. Well, Coleman going a little wide. Coleman, oh, and Airborne follows them in. Both on the pits, both slowed down in time, so that's good to see. This leaves Birthday Boy out in the lead on those 11-lap-old soft tires. Kitten follows in second. Ultimate Lopez, your net one P1 leader, followed by Norton coming out just ahead of XP and Clues. XP has not pit yet.
Third one.
So Clues, even though battling with Jones earlier on in the race, he still has a shot for the podium. He's right behind Norton as he gets really close.
He has the more prime tire, Clueless. He should be able to get Norton, the DRS, Mr. Straight.
Although Clues is going to have to pit again because he used the same compound twice. So, oh, a little wheel banging. Oh, and Norton comes back and gives him a little wheel banging. Oh, man. I do think that might get reviewed afterwards. Potentially. I don't know who got wing damage, if it was Clues who got wing damage or Norton. But that's really going to hurt Norton in his cases and maybe getting his first podium, right? I don't think he has a podium either. So a bunch of these drivers are going for their first time, and it's good to see all these new drivers setting records for themselves. And so ultimate.
Norton has a podium.
He does.
E2 at German, yeah.
So good.
But Norton has a... I'm sorry, Seafreeze Norton has a front wing damage.
He does, okay.
Seems like no harm done. Maybe in the turn, he has a bit locked up.
Although Clue's got the stop go penalty as well as 3 seconds. So that's theoretically 8 seconds. XP finally pits. Motor still running. We haven't seen him in the action too much, as he had some lap 1 troubles.
Yeah, this track limits in turn 1's a bit tricky. You don't want to lose time going around or too wide, but then again, if you cut the curb, you just get a 3-second time penalty onto your books. As it seems like Jones trying to overtake, and yes, he has P11.
Moving on up. So we're kind of hitting that dull period. Always after pit stops, it kind of shakes things up a little bit. People get their tire temps back into window, and we all have another go at it towards the second half of this race, as I think just passing a halfway point. So this one's going by pretty quick, but it's pretty interesting with all these battles, and it's nice to see. Lopez is 1.7 behind Kitten. He is the net P1 leader right now, but I'd like to see how Darkest's strategy plays out towards the end of the race, being on that super soft rather than the soft tire. So things could still change, but you have to say Lopez is putting on a really nice race, as Norton and Clues right behind is putting on a good battle.
Yes, and every time there's a dull moment, as you said, Seafish, you look at the sky and hoping for a rain.
Oh man, I guessed it perfectly at Germany.
Oh yeah.
So I don't. It does look a little cloudy, but it might be a little too good to be true. It might be a little too good to be true. But you never know. Going on board, yeah, the sun's still shining, so we'll see. Lopez right on the back of Kitten. He will want to get past as soon as possible, maybe after the turn 1-2 sequence. Going on board, nope, a little too far back.
He's looking for the Mistral Straight.
The what?
I assume.
The what straight?
Mistral Straight. The long straight.
The long straightaway. Okay, let's go with that.
The long straightaway, but got caught by the chicane. Yeah,
there you go.
Here is the long straightaway. Lopez gets the easy job done. Much fresher tires as expected.
No, he's definitely in control of this race. You gotta watch out, for tire temp issues and things like that. But I think for right now, he has it all under control. Coleman and Airborne looking close with each other. Battling all race long. Nice to see as Airborne gets a nice exit off the chicane.
Going to turn 8. Oh, going to the inside. Double right-hander coming in. Nope.
I like it. Couple lockups.
This one's really tricky. Prefers to get the brakes right.
Oh, motor and XP. Whoa. Took a breaker board out. I just caught that one. Kitten pits.
Oh, motor got the position backs again.
My boy D Crime pits. He's up in third.
Oh, he really wants to get ahead of Norton now.
See, he's
not
clear.
waiting to get Yeah. He's
Yep.
not even waiting for the DRS zone.
No
He
way.
wants to lead and he wants it
He
now.
wants that song. He wants that birthday song. Well, he's gonna have to do some defending here. You do not want to battle with these guys. You want to stray away clean. And Darkus is gonna fight hard to keep it, and that's exactly what he does. He needs to pull away and think about cutting that deficit from 14 and a half seconds down in order to catch Lopez. Norton getting really close. He might look for a dive here.
Oh, he might just think of that, but no.
Looks
Now in
good.
this sector, Darker should be pulling away.
Yep.
Considering he has much fresher tires, much softer tires.
Although it does take a
Yes.
little bit time for the temperatures, but I think it's all warmed up by now, as he's ahead by now a second. So we're gonna keep an eye on the gap, lap 17, and Dark has just crossed the line, and he's about 14 seconds back. So over the course of the next 10 laps, let's see how that gap looks, and see if anything changes towards the front.
As the battle that we can look forward to is Norton and Mr. Clueless.
Oh yeah. They had a little wheel banging earlier, but all the wheels are still in contact, so they're gonna keep on rolling here.
Norton just get the better traction.
If you're watching right now and have anything to say, questions, predictions, anything, but please leave it down below. We will read them, as we're kind of getting into that dull, so to speak, moment in the.
Dull. Look at the sky. Look at the sky.
Look at this guy. I think I see a rain cloud. Double. Although now thinking about Norton and Clues, now Coleman is back in the mix, and you know what they say, Coleman. Oh, he's gonna pass him right now. Going in whatever the corner names these are, I am not do not know that, but I was gonna say whenever you see Coleman, there's an airborne. So airborne should be right there. He's right into the mix. So these guys are going for it. Theft into the pits. He's gonna go for that 2 stop. Yeah, Darkus has to dig fast here. He's got to close that gap in, as he's looking ship shop right now in P2. 12.6 the gap. He's looking ship shop up there in second.
But considering he start P8, I'm guessing that's actually pretty good stuff.
For sure.
Could be
I mean,
better. Yeah, he's looking for better. And I believe so.
if he keeps his
Still
pace
have
up,
timers.
you know, it's gonna look good for him. Well, I will say this, as Darkus starts to close the gap in, and we'll see how that gap goes in the next couple of races. You got to look at Coleman. Earlier in the season, Australia, the blender race as we call it, was in a prime position for P number 3, and out of the blue, he crashes out. Later on, we find out his wife went in front of the TV, distracting him on purpose, and Coleman crashed out. I think he was also finished actually on the podium. What was it? Was it Germany? I forget the race, but a couple races ago, he
Germany.
finished on the podium, but with 14 seconds of penalties, he got demoted off it. So this is his other opportunity to get a podium here, as I don't think Norton and Coleman, I don't think they have penalties, so you know, he's in within DRS range. As he gets a good exit. Coleman.
Ooh. That's a really good switchback.
I like it. Textbook move. That's textbook.
But
That's not textbook though. He goes deep.
he might do this on purpose to get the DRS, but no, he didn't get the DRS, Coleman. Now tries to defend.
And when there's a
maybe tries
Coleman,
to
there's an airborne. Airborne's getting in the mix.
Oh.
You gotta watch that Tiger. 3 corners, all within the chicane. Oh no! Coleman spun. Hit by Tiger. As I might have spoke too soon again. I am actually shocked. I am actually feeling really bad. I'm feeling so badly right now for Coleman. Looks like coming out of that corner in that chicane on the back straightaway, it just airborne with the traction, just hit the back of Coleman. To me, airborne's entirely at fault there. He should have waited, in my opinion, but we'll probably get that sorted afterwards. Although Fatal, now within DRS of Airborne, he is trying to recover from his spin earlier on.
Now the gap between Lopez and Darkest Prime is now down to 10.1, 7 laps to go. Which I'm not quite sure whether it's good or bad.
He's gonna have to start reeling him in a little quicker at that point. I think it's been about a second a lap, I'd say. It's gonna be close, although his tires are gonna start coming off in a couple laps. Although Lopez's tires will also be falling off, as Lopez has 9 laps on him. He's gonna have close to 20 by the end of it. So the deficit might come down a little quicker. It's gonna be close. It's gonna come down to the final laps for sure. As Darkest is probably able to catch him, but will he pass him and get the win? That's the question.
And penalty can also get into the play.
For sure. Do you want to check the penalties?
Oh yes, I'm checking right now.
Oh,
I'm
for
not
sure.
spoiling the.
You're not going to tell me? Is that what you're saying?
No. Yes.
He's not. He's got the lock on his mouth. He threw it away. Threw the key away. He is not talking about that. So he'll know the outcome before it's even over. As he ain't budging. He ain't budging.
Because I'm actually trying to figure out which one. Oh, there we go.
Airborne on Norton. This is for the podium, although after penalties in a situation with Airborne and Coleman, I don't know if this will stick, but we'll have to see. But for now, he is up in a podium position, and Norton's going to fight him. Sweeping through these long right-hander and then the long left.
As I look to the chat, let's read the chat. As I look into the chat, Gijo Breezy said Darkest need to dig fast and catch up. Yes, we agree. Gijo
100%.
100%.
My boy D Crime. He's gonna have to push hard now if he wants it. 8.9 the gap. It's coming down. I mean, you could barely see him, and I think as soon as Darkest sees Lopez, he's gonna be pushing harder and harder, and eventually he'll get there. And as Darkest closes in, Lopez is gonna be probably feeling the pressure. Okay, Jones having some lag issues today, I believe. He did say he went to Wi-Fi and not his Ethernet, so That kind of explains a little bit of jumpiness, but I think everything's okay. As remember, Clues was up there battling with Norton, and I believe he had the pace to battle for, you know, the podium. But whoa, what is he doing here? He's swerving on the straight.
Trying to work his,
I guess, I guess so. But his strategy ultimately. Oh, I guess he was watching. Are you watching right now, Clues? On the straightaway, I want you to go left and right, and not now on the start finish straight. That's how we're gonna know if you're listening in, because I think he gave us a little camera wave there. On the start finish straight, let's test this idea, as earlier on he was listening, so that's actually kind of funny.
Cameras on you, Clues.
Come on.
Cameras on
I want get out of the traction zone first, and then give us a little wave. Oh yeah, he's listening, baby. Come on, Def. Love it. Now head down. Now, come on. You got a Ferrari to catch. That's funny.
If you're listening, then Clues, then why don't you go to Supersoft? Hmm?
Oh yeah, exactly. If you were listening, you would have known the exact strategy to do. That's actually really funny. That's the old wave, the Formula One wave. Not in the grandstands, but on the track.
Oh, we gotta focus on the battle now. Dre Diggy coming for P9 against Coleman on the DRS straight, the Mistral, the long straight. Yes. Now Coleman's trying. Nope. Bit locked up, I think.
Now Fatal moving up on Norton. This is gonna be the other battle.
As Fatal closing in, his teammate Darkus made another second deficit. Second closer. Now he's 7 seconds behind Lopez. There's 3 laps to go. I'm not quite sure if that's a strategy. Hey, Fatal got the DRS, trying to get P4, redeeming his race. Still too far, still too far.
So Gigi Breezy says, don't think Clues could go on Super Sauce on last stint. He went Super Sauce, Super Soft, Soft. Yep. So that's the problem right there. I think if to me, I don't know.
Oh yeah, he got a.
Go ahead.
He got a triple super soft. Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, so that's why he couldn't go in the super soft. Although, what I always like to do is at least get your mandatory tire out of the way first, just in case if there is any shakeup, then you don't have to pit. Although we do have a yellow. That's Mr. Clues. So his race went from really good to a new man. Back to his old self. He's that's Steph Clues, just with the name change, back in 12th. Roasted.
Ouch.
Moving on up, we got Fatal P5. I thought that was kind of good. I thought that was a good one. Guess we'll have to see. So Darkest, unless he can gain like 3 seconds a lap, his birthday song from me ain't gonna happen.
Oh snap! I'm still gonna do it.
You still gonna do it? Yeah, I might chime in if he has been putting in a lot of work.
I think the bet was if he got podium, I will sing.
If you will sing.
after.
Only
Yeah.
only if he wins. Well,
Only if he wins, then you can sing as well. I don't know
right.
how it works. I haven't watched the podcast. Yes, I'm a bet commentator.
Oh, Fatal going for it in the double right. Now we got a left.
Oh,
Nice camera angles. Oh, I love that shot. Oh, a little contact, little wheel banging. Oh,
that's not going to help.
oh, Fatal going for it. Man, he's a punching bag today. He's getting hit left and right.
Trying to warm his tires.
Fatal's he's gonna have another go for sure. I reckon he comes back.
Fatal half a second, 0.2, 0.1. Coming to the chicane. You might look for it later or now. I suggest now. Now, Fatal. Now. Nope. Still gonna wait for the next lap. As Lopez crossed the line to start his last lap.
Yeah, he's looking good. Very controlled. Not much threat. He's just kind of enjoying his France tour.
Now I'm pretty sure we don't have engine problems, so we could just say it's going to be Lopez's first win.
Although we do have disconnection problems, that is a thing.
Oh yeah,
that is the equivalent. As Fatal under attack, Norton in the defense, Fatal in the offense. Got the little switcheroo back. Norton goes defensive. Side by side.
ERS.
This is all or nothing. Fatal's, he's gonna get ahead, but Norton looks like he's gonna have the DRS. Goes a little wide. Get back on track. There you go.
Got a 3-second time penalty in the process because of the lost wing. Decide not to.
All in all, great fight from both drivers. We're going to see how this plays out with penalties. Although it's going to be Lopez. He went shopping. He went shipping. Lopez gets his first victory in TCR. And what a way to do it. My boy, D-Crime, gets his birthday wish. Well, not fully, but he does get second. Which I would congratulate him on. And then we have Airborne coming across the line in P3 for now. We will definitely see how his incident with Coleman is after the race. But for now, he is a podium winner. As Fatal in the background has a huge crash. But he gets across the line. but I think he drifted. He drifted. Yo, he is barely across that line. He is lucky. As he gets hit more by... I did too. I barely... He got hit by Dre. So just in case, you know, they got the measuring tape out, Dre says, oh, don't worry, I'll help you out. I'll push you a little bit farther. So now I think the whole car, well, almost, is passed. So that is good. Little helping hand there is Norton.
Oh, another one.
Yep, there we go. Carnage on the straightaway, so if he's not fully past the line, now he is. So let's get that straight. Sure. Oh, and even more, so that's funny. That was a good race.
I just like how Lopez doesn't have a flag and then he's just showing the podium.
Let's go through it once again. Lopez getting his first win. He said on the podcast, "I will win this week," and he did.
He win our heart.
Great race by him, I will say. Darkest P2. Airborne, nice podium for now. As I say, for now. We will see. Fatal, Kitten, solid race down there for the Kitten. Got Ultimate. We got Norton, hell of a fight. I really do like his racing today. Jonesy with a faulty penalty gets him down to P8. He will definitely be losing points on that one. XP, his teammate right behind. Dre had a little bit of incident early on. And 10th, Coleman battling from 3rd for the podium, down outside the points. You got Clues with a mishap of strategy and motor, lap 1 incident as well. So all in all, we got a little bit of everything, I'd say. That was a pretty good Grand Prix.
Indeed it was. No rain though.
No
We
rain.
shall see tomorrow
Oh
for
yeah.
Platinum class.
At what time, double?
8:30 p.m. Eastern.
There you go. It's almost like we rehearsed this. No, we actually didn't. But yeah. We even got a little bit of a wave from theft on during the race, which I think was brilliant. If you're watching right now, before you leave, please hit the like if you did enjoy this race. Subscribe if you aren't. Hit the bell as well. We need a notification squad, as always. Thanks for the support. Please, if you're watching before you leave as well, give me your reaction to the Grand Prix, any thoughts or from today's race, and maybe throw a prediction down for tomorrow as how you think the Platinum race will go. But other than that, it was really good. Double, do you have something for us?
Yes, I do! So because the crime got a podium, then let's sing him a happy birthday, chat. Just sing on your own. And 1 and 2. Happy birthday, D-Crime.
D-Crime.
Happy birthday, D-Crime.
D-Crime.
Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, D-Crime.
My boy D-Crime.
Tantiaguri, D-Crime. Tantiaguri, D-Crime.
Tantiaguri.
Tantiaguri, Tantiaguri.
My boy D-Crime. Hey, all right. So you got a little bit of something, not the whole thing, but we'll send you a cake in the mail. It'll be there at August. So hopefully that's not too late.
It's the thoughts that count.
Oh yeah. But yep. You heard it here. Heard it here first, folks. What a great race from the TCR truck, outside in the parking lot, down in the alleyway, next to Kitten's home. I am Seafreeze, alongside W. Thank you all for watching, and tune in tomorrow for the Platinum class, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, as well as this Sunday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern for the Litterbox podcast. Next week is Canada, and we are, after this week, we have 4 races left, and we are going to be crowning a championship, or champion, so we have to see who's going to be winning that, so please tune in for that. Other than that, I thank you, and until next time, good night.